Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Yo, Abusha, Kofi Tonto. Ayeh NPP ni okasama NPP amanyoko no ene oba Metro TV se obekasa e de ama NPP amanyoko no wa defending the party ekwa wi a kire no na Kofi Tonto eto ma che se onu mum e na o defending no ho ni nyina ne se eye abrante aye fe no Dr. Samuel Ayeh oye NDC ni a ono soso okasa de ma NDC amanyoko no abrante onimo de ankasa abuja mintimi hu se NDC amanyoko no no se same for no ankasa we dangerous so NDC amanyoko no na ne ene de we wasi awro eye Kofi Tonto hu no asefe mepese ebeko na yakọ Metro TV na yakotie enkomo no good morning Ghana so said eye NDC ni Samuel Ayeh esi expose eye yenua Kofi Tonto. Aha, a PENDREAM message say subscribe to the channel, like the video no, and share to other platforms. MIN.
To reduce waste is to cut costs or reduce expenditure. So that is the substance. So the question therefore is, have you really reduced, the expenditure? That is the most important thing. Now let's take Ministry of Information, for example. Under Oponkroma, if I recall, our last budget was about 6 million Ghana cedis. The last budget, I'm yet to check the 2026.
Is it 6 million or billion?
Million.
Million
Cedis.
Okay.
For the Ministry of Information.
Deliver those answers to him so that we can move on.
Yes, thank you very much. It must be put on record on this platform that Kofi has peddled a lot of untruths, and we need to set the record straight. First of all, he says that in 2024, their budget for Ministry of Information was 6 million. That is a lie. In fact, I have sent you, I don't know whether your producer can project it.
We'll put it out shortly.
The appropriations bill for 2024. Indeed, when you look at it, I don't know whether your producers can project it. Information Ministry.
Please put it up for everybody.
Information Ministry.
That's it. Here we go.
Compensations. Information Ministry was 148 million.
Compensation?
Yes.
Alone. Okay.
This is Government of Ghana funded. Compensations alone, 146 million. Goods and services, 8 million. 31 non-financial assets, 70 million. Total, 226 million Ghana cedis. So it is a lie if you come and sit on Metro TV Good Morning Ghana and say that in 2024, Government of Ghana only gave 6 million Ghana cedis to Information Ministry. It is not true. And so the 126 people I made mention of, it has reflected in the budget that you have given. You understand the point I'm making? So that must be put aside. That agenda of you people creating an impression to the public that we claim that we are not employing more, but we are spending more, it is not true. It is a lie. Number two, I told you that under the NPP, there were about 4 people who were appointed under the Agric Ministry as deputy ministers.
You said 7.
Please.
That's what you said.
Yes,
I wrote it here.
I said that.
You said 7.
Listen. I said that in the management of Agric alone, there are about 7.
Yes.
Let me mention.
So you said 7.
Let me make my point.
Why are you bringing
let me make my point. I said that the deputy ministers together with their ministers of state, they add up to 7. That's what I said. Why? Didn't we have Dr. Owusu Efriakuto as Agric minister? You said that you were out of the country, you were in the US. Maybe they didn't tell you that they had this number of deputy ministers. Look, George Odro, he was deputy minister in charge of horticulture. Go and check between 2017 and 2020. Dr. Sagre Bambaji, he was deputy minister in charge of annual crop. Honorable Kennedy Osenyako, deputy minister in charge of perennial crop. And President Kufuor. There was Dr. Jili Nura, Minister of State. There was, all under Greek, there was Francis Kingsley Atukuju. He was Deputy Minister for Fisheries and Aquaculture Development. Listen, I'm making a point. I'm saying that I've mentioned all the, how can you be in a country, you appoint deputy minister for horticulture, deputy minister for annual crop, deputy minister for perennial crop, minister of state in charge of agric, and a minister of agric. Then you turn around to criticize another government that government is a Koshoko government. How can we encourage a situation like this? And so you want to create parallels between President Kufuor's insatiable taste in bloating the government, and you want to compare it to President Mahama and create classmates out of it. We are never going to do that. And he made mention of the compensations and budgetary allocations to presidency has increased. For the avoidance of that, look, the information ministry has now been turned into government communication ministry. It is now under the presidency. And the Honorable Felix Kwacho Fusu did it, and he demonstrated it to the people of Ghana. Under the government communication ministry, there is information services department. They have about 2,000 staff. There is GBC. Go and check the numbers of their staff, thousands of them. There is Ghana News Agency. They have staff. There is New Times Corporation, and there's another one that I've forgotten. All of these workers are now receiving their salaries under the government Office of Government Machinery Structure. And so all those compensations that are going, they are not because President Mahama has suddenly appointed thousands of employees. For that matter, compensations have to be paid. So it's not true. Number two, national security, for the purposes of budgetary allocation. Now we don't have a Ministry of National Security. For the purposes of budgetary allocation, their compensation and what have you were put under Office of Government Machinery. The national security is made up of the external departments. They have staff. National Signals Bureau, thousands of staff. We have the BNI now for the NIB, formerly of BNI. All these entities, they have their compensations, goods and services, capex and everything under the Office of Government. So it is not easy. You people, you know, and I'm not surprised you are telling this first because the Honorable Kojo Ponkroma did say, and he was the Minister of Information when they were in government. He knew all these facts. He knew that what he was saying was not true, but he came to Parliament and lied to the people of Ghana that government budget has bloated. Look, the 78 million that was allocated for Office of Government Communication, like I said, largely is compensation of GBC workers, Information Services Department workers, Ghana News Agency workers, and what have you. And so it is not true. You people, you know the facts. When you come and sit on platform like this, you must be candid and honest so that we do not throw that into the people of Ghana. But it must be put on record that when it comes to the Koshoko government, it is your government that did that. President Kufuor told us that he needed to appoint 124 people before he can rule this country. The agric ministry I mentioned, they ended up in 2022, October, the food inflation was about 43%. Food inflation of 43% with about 7 people manning agric alone.
53%.
Today, I'm talking about food inflation.
Food inflation.
Food inflation. 2022 October. Go and check.
Okay.
Go and check.
You go ahead.
Yeah, go and check. Yes, you can go and check. You did all that. Today we have only a minister and his deputy. And look at the food inflation.
You see?
You understand? So let me make my point.
All right.
So it is not true. I can tell you that in a few days from now, government will send the number of presidential staffers and presidential appointees at the presidency to Parliament. It will be nowhere closer to the murder that the NPP committed when they were in government. And they want to find a justification for it. And that is the problem.
Okay.
They have not been able to learn from their mistake. They are still in denial, and they think that it was propaganda that the NDC did that threw them away. But you know that your economic records show that you were the worst ever, and for that reason, the people of Ghana voted again. So it must be put on record.
Kofi, you know what? We can use 10 hours to litigate.
Yes, but there are certain things I have to cover very quickly. I won't take even 2 minutes.
Okay.
To reduce waste.
I was and NPP amanyuku no ankasa de say sa ukohia mo ewo jumadi bia so program jumadi bia so radio say TV na mokoye discussion na wa moa ho yi pa na so unim dia they will lie their way through because NPP amanyuku no Hussein Ibrahim obese o say NPP amanyuku no say uyi eye entro ne damrama efiri omo party mu a party no ebegu because the party thrives on lies and deceptive. NPP amanyukuru nti abusia entro no de yede wo mo nti sa wo hwɛ sa unyo obi a wo yɛ researcher utumi research na unim no kra ne party a enkotena NPP ni biara anim sɛ one no ekoye debate or radio and TV so ene so wan kasa wo hu kwan a Dr. Samuel Ayeh esi fa so expose Kofi Tonto ya waba so ba be defending the party and say akoye asfsm say de bia no eyentro nko a na omo ede edada amanfo aha PENDREAM TV message say obe subscribe to the channel, like video no na share to other platforms wa adwinchire bi so a busia fa to comment section no ase efa mind PENDREAM TV yes edamu yopo.
Whenever I say PENDREAM TV, PENDREAM TV there, I say them yopo.